Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Welcome to the Cricket Happening Show with your host Ram. First and foremost, I know I have to talk about the two matches that was played today between Sunrisers. I'm just going to go only just a synopsis because I'll be doing gross injustice if I was not to talk about one of the star performers who definitely is going to be getting into the Indian the what do you call the blue colors of the Indian cricket team, and that should be Yashasvi Jaiswal, who slammed the fastest IPL 50 of just 12 balls. I mean, he was electric, the least to say. I think it was 13 balls because 14 balls was KL Rahul was holding the record, so that was broken. So I think it was 13 balls, if I'm not wrong. But nevertheless, let's. So that is something that I'm going to talk about on this particular cricket show. But also, we'll look at the two matches that happened today, where Delhi Capitals were the first victims as they were thrown out of the Indian Premier League 2023 by Punjab Kings in a match where the ball definitely that was definitely helping the spinners. But when David Warner had played well after David Warner's and Phil Salt's opening assault on the pace bowlers, which they definitely did and did it in the right manner to make sure that when the spinners come, they don't have much to really score. But unfortunately, one has to say the other bunch of players were like a sort of crumbled like a pack of cards to the two spinners. One is Brar, who picked up 4 wickets, and Rahul Chahar, who picked up 2 wickets. And the other game between Sunrisers versus Lucknow Super Giants, it was the Lucknow Super Giants having the better of the Sunrisers Hyderabad as they won by 7 wickets. Even in that match, one thought that probably Sunrisers Hyderabad were probably sneaking in, but Nicholas Puran, Prerak Mankar with a man of the match performance with 64, but Nicholas Puran with his really effortless hitting turned the game away from the Sunrisers Hyderabad. And for Sunrisers Hyderabad, also like Delhi Capitals, well, it is virtually gone, but Sunrisers Hyderabad probably. I wouldn't know what would happen, but they also probably are not in the reckoning as well. So that is what happened with LSG actually winning the match. But first, let me talk about Yashasvi Jaiswal. Well, Yashasvi Jaiswal, this young player, has been making waves in this IPL, his inaugural IPL, and what a performer he has been. He's young. He's 21 years of age. He's not. He's a tall guy, but he's not very well built or something. But one does not know from where does he generate the power. He says it all comes from the practice. As Surya Kumar Yadav also scored a IPL ton for the first time, said, even though Yashasvi Jaiswal very unfortunately could not get to his maiden IPL 10, and that would have been the fastest, if at all Yashasvi Jaiswal had got the 2 runs, I believe he would have become the quickest cricketer in the IPL history to score not only the fastest, the fastest half century is already there in his name, but he could have become the quickest to a maiden ton in IPL, but it was not to be, unfortunately. Calcutta Knight Riders. I mean, talking about SSB Jaiswal, I mean, he has been scoring runs. He has been just scoring runs. I mean, he's on to another record now. In an inaugural year, it is only Sean Marsh, I think, was scored 616 runs. And SSV Jaiswal has amassed 575 runs already in his inaugural year. So tomorrow there is a game, I reckon, is coming up for the Rajasthan Royals. So everybody will be keen to look at that match between Rajasthan Royals and RCB. What a crunching, what a real cruncher that is going to be, because it is really going to determine the fortunes of getting into the last four, I reckon. But again, Yashasvi Jaiswal will be definitely someone that everybody, the crowds will be flocking to watch Yashasvi Jaiswal tomorrow at the stadium. No doubt about it. Savai Man Singh Stadium in Jaipur. Talking about Yashasvi Jaiswal, I'm keeping the talk on Yashasvi Jaiswal today because the other day we saw in the very first over. I mean, first and foremost, I would like to point out that the KKR captain Nitish Rana, with KKR scoring 150 runs, very well knew that Yashasvi Jaiswal is in some great form. When I've seen him, that he has been, for him, everything comes alive, whether it is pace or spin. And one was really surprised when Nitish Rana came on to bowl and look at the damage that Yashasvi Jaiswal did to not only Nitish Rana's figures, but also happened to be the highest number of runs scored in a single over in the first over in IPL history, when he put Nitish Rana's bowling to the sword by smashing him for 26 runs in a single over, and that really set the momentum with Sanju Samson his captain at the other end after Butler being run out, unfortunately. But Sanju Samson stayed with him, and Sanju Samson also started smashing the ball in those times. KKR bowlers had absolutely no answer. It was a sort of a crushing victory for them, and it was done. As I said, Yashasvi Jaiswal was the one who set the tempo. And as I said, Yashasvi Jaiswal, talking about Yashasvi, already the experts are all raving about it. They're already, as I said, he's banging down the door to the Indian selectors, I reckon, after this IPL. And as I said, he's definitely going to go past Sean Marsh's inaugural 616 runs. Tomorrow will be a real game. I'm sure the RCB bowlers or the think tank will be definitely plotting tomorrow. If at all they have to, they are the ones who would be bowling first, and they have to bowl their SSB Jaiswal, or probably on the even the other way around. If they are chasing a total set by if they are actually setting a total and going to with the Rajasthan Royals going to chase, I'm sure the RCB think tank will be sitting today, and they'll be plotting, they'll be looking at his videos and seeing where exactly they'll be in a position to stop Jaiswal. To me, I find absolutely no gaps in Yashasvi Jaiswal's batting. Anything that comes, he's a good puller of the ball, he's a good cutter, he's a good driver. And as I said, one does not, and also it is the power. What I'm amazed at is that timing is something, yes, players can really get it, but the power that he generates, even though having a very lit frame, he goes absolutely. When he hits those maximums are not maximums that just carry on to the crowd. He sent one ball just over the next to the hockey stadium in one particular game. I think it was Mumbai Indians, I don't remember. But whatever the case may be, he's looking extremely powerful and dynamic, and it has been absolute treat to watch. And another thing that I see in Yashasvi Jaiswal is when he stands and delivers, the ball just screeches to the fence. It does not give much chance for the fielders to even get to the ball, because it goes at some amazing speed. I think probably one should be talking about the bat speed like Dhoni generates. I mean, at this young age, at 21, he's generating such speed and timing. That is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, he's one of those wonderful, wonderful talents emerging for India. And he has emerged, according to me. I don't even say, and because in IPL you're facing international bowlers. Yes, probably if you look at the bowling attack, you might say that. But again, an inaugural year at the age of 21 to play such dynamic cricket, as the experts are really raving about him. Virat Kohli has said he has never seen an innings like that from any other Indian cricketer in his history in IPL, and that really says it all. I mean, everything he does, he loves the ball. He plays every shot in the book, and he's a fearless cricketer to really say at the end of it. And as I said, I really wouldn't know uh, the amount of power that he generates. That is something which amazes me at this young age of 21, and with the lit frame that he has. That has really amazed me, and I hope it has amazed everybody as well. but nonetheless, he is looking like an absolute dynamo, and the oppositions have to definitely look at a lot of videos, probably more keenly, and they have to really suss it out as to where exactly they're going to bowl to this dynamic cricketer. And as I said, RCB think tank will be absolutely working on this guy to see where exactly to stop him in his tracks. And that is going to be very interesting. That is going to be the moot point tomorrow when RCB clash against Rajasthan Royals. So that would be very interesting. And he's become a great crowd puller, and that's something we know. IPL 2023 is booming with the crowd every day, day in and day out. That's great to see as well. So just wanted to talk about Yashasvi Jaiswal in general, and I hope you loved this peel from me on Yashasvi Jaiswal, and and I'm sure I'm really praying for Yashasvi Jaiswal that he gets selected. He gets selected, but I want Yashasvi Jaiswal initially not to pitchfork him into the Test matches or one day internationals. World Cup is a bit far off, I would say. But if India has any T20 matches, probably give him a chance. Probably give him a chance against any team. I think South Africa is the one. Probably give him a chance against even Graham Smith of South Africa has really been high praised. Tom Moody has been doing that. So definitely, even the other countries have been coming with high praise for this young cricketer. So I think they should probably give him a chance in the ODIs in an international fixture and see how he goes. And if he cracks it there, then there should not be absolutely no questions as to why he should not figure in the World Cup squad for India in the ensuing World Cup, which is coming up in India as well. So that is something which will be to his great advantage because he knows the grounds inside out. Well, dear friends, subscribers, now let's turn the topic over to go to today's matches. So first, I take you down to the first match. And also, let's have a look at some. Since I've been talking about the last week, also like to say a few things. As you know, South Africa booked their ticket to the World Cup finally. I mean, there was a lot of struggle, but one knew it was definitely it was a writing on the wall because Ireland had to beat Bangladesh 3-0, and that was not possible. Bangladesh is going to be one hell of a team, I can assure you, in this ODI World Cup for sure, because their team is having a great blend now, right now. Whether you look at batting, bowling, fielding, or even the anything that you call. So that's auguring well for Bangladesh. But also, let me tell you that South Africa, congratulations to them. They have booked their ticket to India automatic entry. But now it is for Ireland to actually grapple it out in the qualifiers. West Indies, Sri Lanka will be the ones who would be keen to get onto the party in the World Cup, but the other countries would be equally challenging. And also, just talking about the Bangladesh Ireland series, Ireland really put a best foot forward. Harry Tector, to me, who has scored the fourth century in just 9 ODIs, looks to be the player who's going to break a lot of records as far as Irish cricket is concerned, according to me, because he looks to be he looks superb. I mean, 140 against Bangladesh, and the final ODI coming up tomorrow against Bangladesh. So definitely, but as per a thought for Ireland, I mean, they really did well to raise 319, but still lost the game against Bangladesh with Mushfiqur Rahim and some young guns, as I said, Najmul Hussain Shanto, very impressive with his maiden ton, and Tawhid Ruda is another talented youngster from Bangladesh as well, who did a good job. Now, talking about just keeping the talk on the last week, I'm just trying to see whether there's anything that I could really talk. I don't. I think I'm almost done with that. So let's have a look at the next game, which is Sunrisers versus Super Giants that was played today. Sunrisers Hyderabad batting first, 182 for six was what they put on the board. The highest scorer there was Henrik Klassen with 47 of 29 deliveries with 3 4s and 3 6s and 36 from Anmol Preet Singh, coming close of 27 7 4s. This will be a skimmer. And as far as the bowling was concerned, it was 220 for Krunal Pandya. I definitely saw a bit of turn, but after that, it was not much to be seen. Avesh Khan went for 30. Avesh Khan probably has not really lived up in this IPL, in my opinion. Amit Mishra today got a bit of tap for overs on 40. Lucknow Super Giants, in reply, winning the match by 7 wickets. Quinton got 29. Mayos was out for 2. But Prerak Mankad played a great game. I mean, he was looking good. Not out 64 or 45, 7 4s and 2 6s, getting the man of the match award. Stoinis made a quick. I mean, this was the game where Lucknow Super Giants, when Stoinis was 127 for 3, they still had a long way to go. But probably one thought that Sunrisers Hyderabad was sneaking in. But that was the time Nicholas Puran slowly opened up his shoulders and started smacking the bowlers at will, all across the ground, with a imperious knock of 44 unbeaten runs of just 13 deliveries, which included 4 6s and 3 boundaries. And Prerak Mankad was giving him company, and game was done and dusted. And as I said, now Sunrisers Hyderabad almost they are also out of the reckoning in IPL. Lucknow Super Giants have improved their positions now. I think they have come up to the fourth place, if I'm not wrong. I'm just trying to check the standings here for you guys. And LSG, yes, they have taken the fourth position now with 13 points, 14 to the Mumbai Indians, 15 to CSK, 16 to GT. So tomorrow's game against Rajasthan Royals and RCB, who are on 12 and 10 respectively, will really open up this Indian Premier League business line week for 2023. Lucknow Super Giants, Stoinis made a quick fire 40, 2 4 3 6 40 of 25 balls. The bowling card does not make any happy reading. Faruqi traveled a lot, 4 was none for 31. So nothing really to talk about. So, but Mike Markande again was a bit costly. But one probably was really talking about the over when 31 runs were scored by Nicholas Puran, and this was Abhishek Sharma who was given the 16th over. I was wondering whether he was the right person to be given the 16th over. Now, if in hindsight, if you look at it, well, I would say, I mean, you probably could, but if you look at it, Glenn Phillips is just a part-time bowler, but that is very too much, too easy to look into it. Like Glenn Phillips only 2 overs, 1 for 10, but we never know. Probably Glenn Phillips might have been smashed as well, and Markande was not bowling well. So I think I wouldn't know as to what to say here. Probably you could have tried some other bowler, but nevertheless it backfired, and that was the time. This was the turning point where Pooran turned it on totally. Now, the next game, Punjab Kings and Delhi Capitals. People are waiting to see whether Delhi Capitals had a last opportunity here, but Punjab Kings definitely did a good job. And what it did to them, they threw Delhi Capitals out of the competition. But for them, again, they are also not out of the race. Again, it all. I mean, one does not know. It's horses for courses, but one has to wait and watch. But let's have a look at the card of the Punjab Kings. Today it was all about Prabhsmiran Singh, who played a lot of reverse hits as well, which was an interesting feature of his game as he made his maiden IPL 10, 103 of 65 deliveries, 10 fours, and he was the one who stood there right through the big name. I mean, look at the score there. From 167 for 7 for Punjab Kings. And this was a pitch which was the ball was stopping. There was a turn for the spinners, and the slower you bowled, you were getting much better here. And Prabhsmiran Singh definitely showed his skills against the spinners with 103 of 65, 10 fours and 6 6s, a marvelous knock which earned him the Man of the Match award. And one knew when Prabhsmiran Singh did it. And if you look at the other batsmen there, Dhawan 7, Livingston 4, Jitesh Sharma, everyone went to play some attacking shots and paid the price. Sam Curran 20, Harpreet Brown 2, Shah Rukh Khan 2, Sikandar Raza 11. So 167 for some, all about Prabhsmiran Singh's innings, which really catapulted them to 167. Bowling, not much to really talk about on that score. As far as the Delhi Capitals were concerned, the chase really started well, one could say. As I said, they knew, the Delhi Capitals knew that the spinners were going to be their main challenge on this pitch. And one probably thought that the spinners might be introduced much earlier, but it was not to be. They decided to go with Rishi Dhawan and Sam Curran, and they got some pasting at the hands of David Warner and Phil Salt. David Warner making a very attractive 54 of 27 balls, 10 fours and 1 6. Phil Salt making 21 of 17 with 3 fours. But I thought Delhi Capitals openers did a very good job there. Very good thinking that they really started going for the Pacers. 69 runs were added by Phil Salt and David Warner. That was a great start in the chase of 167. But look at what happened later. It totally petered out, and that is not you expect from. So this was not a good performance from Delhi Capitals. One can't really say just because it's the spinners that the Delhi Capitals just succumbed. One can't really agree with that. But look at the card there. Mitchell Marsh out for just 3 runs. Rosu was out for 3. Harpreet Brar doing the damage, picking up 4 wickets, and also Rahul Char picking up 2 wickets as well. Akshar Patel promoted in the batting order, I suppose, just for one. Panish Pandey duck. So that was not a good batting card at all. After David Vaughan and Phil Saw, there was absolutely no support, and they were restricted to 136 for it in the end. Delhi Capitals were pushed out of the IPL 2023. Punjab Kings winning by 31 runs, and there's Harpreet Bar 4 for 30 and 2 for 26 from Nathan Ellis and 2 for 16 for Rahul Chahar. So that was the end of it. And Prabhsmran Singh, as I said, played a marvelous knock to take the Man of the Match award. Well, dear fans, subscribers, I think, as I said, tomorrow's game, crunch game coming up between Royal Challengers Bangalore and Rajasthan Royals, all eyes on Yashasvi Jaiswal, RCB. Tonight, I'm sure doing not tonight. I mean, it's a day-night match, so it's a night match. So basically, they have a whole day to actually mull over it, and yeah, and it's almost I know coming to early morning in India, I reckon. So probably they definitely will be getting working, and they'll be getting all the notes to all the bowlers as to where to bowl to Yashasvi Jaiswal. Can RCB succeed tomorrow in stopping Yashasvi Jaiswal in his tracks? Yashasvi Jaiswal has been the toast of IPL 2023. With this, I conclude my cricket show, and goodbye.